with you, and then we're going. It's found in 2 Chronicles 7:13. And it reads like this: if I shut up heaven that there be no rain, if I send the locusts to devour the land, or if I send pestilence among my peoples. And then the 14th verse said, but if my peoples, which are called by my name. Now notice the language of the text in the 13th verse. If I shut up heaven that there be no rain, or if I send locusts to devour the land, or if I send pestilence among my peoples. This aid business has got a lot of folks shook up now. And look like to me God is trying to kill all these sisters now. And I've never seen so many sisters on the altar in all your life, because this aid business is shaking them up now. Never seen so many lesbians on the altar in all your life. And I want you to know, if God burned all them sisters up in Sodom and Gomorrah, He's going to burn you sisters up. So the diseases is in the land and no cure for it. What God is trying to do is get the attention of the folks. And He said, if I shut up heaven that there be no rain, if I send locusts to devour the land. But if my people which are called by my name. Now to me, He's talking to the holiness folks, tongue-speaking folks. Folks that believe in one wife and one husband. Folks that believe in divine healing. You know, it's a lot of things going on now, and I don't understand it myself. And we have a lot of weakness among us now. It look like to me now, anything you do, they'll accept you now. And then they don't want you to preach about it. Well, I'm sorry, brethren. I have to tell what's on my heart. And you know, I can't help it because I'm concerned about this church. Y'all don't like for me to say it, but our church is in serious trouble. And it's going to be forever in serious trouble until we go back on our knees again. Old man Mason kept us on our knees. And look like to me, we call ourselves having a 3-day and night fast. And look like the folks eat more than 3 days, the first 3 days. Because they don't do nothing but eat and sleep now. But I want you to know, He said, if my people which are called by my name, then I'd like for you to know that God's name is holy. For He said in the 57th chapter of Isaiah, in the 15th verse, He said, thus said the high and lofty one that inhabiteth eternity, said His name is holy. And said, I dwell in the high and holy place with them that is also of a contrite and humble spirit. And He said, I come to revive the spirit of the humble, and I come to revive the heart of the contrite one. Then when I go back to Leviticus 10 and 10, it said that you may put a difference between clean and unclean, and between holy and unholy. And when I step over Leviticus 11 and 44, He said, I am the Lord your God. And I want you to know, you may be driving a Cadillac, but I'm your God. You may be driving a Mercedes, but I'm your God. You may have a black diamond meek on your back, but I am your God. And since I'm your God, He said, therefore sanctify yourself and be ye holy, for I am holy. And then I heard that eagle-eyed prophet that picked up the pen in Isaiah 35 and 8. And he said, a highway shall be there, and a way that shall be called the way of holiness. And then I heard him in Luke 1:74 and 75, that He would grant unto him that we being delivered out of the hand of the enemy might serve Him in righteousness and true holiness all the days of our life. And then I heard him in Ephesians 1 and 4, according as He has chosen us in Him before the foundation of the world, that we should be holy and without blame before Him in love. And I heard him in Corinthians 7 and 1, when he said, having these promises, dearly beloved, let us cleanse ourselves from all filthiness of the flesh and the spirit, perfecting holiness in the fear of God. And in 1 Peter 1:14 and 15, it said, be holy in all manner of conversation, because it is written, He said, be holy, for He said, I am holy. And when you read it backwards, it said, holy am I. and holy ye be. And you can't make nothing else out of holiness but holiness itself. And I heard the prophet when he set the bells on the horses be crying, holy, holy. Ooh, Lord. Thank God for the way of holiness. And I'm glad you can't mess holiness up. You mess yourself up. And and then I'm going to my seat because I haven't been feeling too well. I buried my mother 2 weeks ago, and I started not to come down here. But they said it'd be better for me. But, brethren, something wrong somewhere. I said something wrong somewhere. You remember the Catholic bishops? They cried out against abortion. They cried out against double marriage. And they cried out against homosexual. But what are we crying out for? We are making bishops with 2 wives. Y'all ain't saying nothing. And the Bible said that he desired the office of a bishop, said he first must be blameless and the husband of 1 wife.